Nope! Nope!
The Tape Never Lies Network.
The tape never lies. Tape never lies.
Starts now.
Never lies.
The tape never lies.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest man.
Keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
So chase greatness and start understanding that he's gonna make everybody better.
The tape never lies.
I don't want to see your tape breakdowns if you cannot show me things that are negative about a guy that's on your current team.
Hashtag chase greatness. Hashtag take that.
Keep it 100.
Because I'll make this one more time clear. Caden Whitlow, cut it.
Keeping it 100.
He is the best quarterback I have ever scouted on tape.
The Chicago Bears select.
Guess who's back? The two dudes that kept it real. Dynamic duo that you love, the smartest man at Dr. Phil. Breaking down the film, never a problem, kick it straight. Most shows focus on stats, we focus on the tape. We keep it in 100, never running east or west. We coming with that truth, cause that's what our fans expect. Cut off the fake and anchor, moving forward to be free. But don't you worry, Shane's got the dumbest tweets. It ain't no secret, Phil and Shane got some haters. But now they're mouthed up like the true and now and latest. Debaters, frauds get kicked like Coach Tabor. Cuts had to be made, we added a barber moderator. Up and down, boys got you double checking. Sad sack strolling like a fool drunk texting. Flexing on the truth cause you know they'll never change. Real, recognize real, that's what you get with Phil and Shane.
Give me some fucking names in 2 fucking games.
Fuck a play or a captain, all of the up there. The tape never lies, the truth you see. We laugh, we analyze, so there's no babies like Maybelline. Straight to the truth with acumen and facts. We got a stat nerd, but he's not just giving nerd stats. Car crash, big impact like trip sack. Every Wednesday night you got the smartest man Phil back. Now we know you're smiling like a fat kid with fun dip. We're back better than ever and we're keeping it 100.
Keep it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it
man.
100.
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil and the smartest
Keeping it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Draft Dr. Phil.
Keep it 100.
Keeping it 100.
Yeah, exactly.
Yo, what is good, TTNL family? You know what it is. It's Wednesday night, and y'all are in the place to be. Of course, you know, we had the last night's episode of Hard Knocks to talk about, so you know the guys are going to talk about that. And we also got the Bengals coming up. So they do got so much to talk about. And without further ado,
Cherie's always happy.
hello, Shane.
Hey, what's up, girl?
My favorite part of that is cars dancing.
Yeah, he is quite the vixen on the dance floor, I've heard.
Yeah, we see.
Frank loves you.
Aw, love you too, Frank. Oh, he loves you too, Frank.
Cherie, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. I know the coach is running late, so you know we gotta
Yes.
push it without him.
Yeah, well,
But never fear, people. He is on the way.
yeah. That's what happens when you're coaching, and you know, what does Phil always say when he's coaching?
Which time? Because I mean,
Yeah.
Phil's got a lot of.
He said a whole lot of stuff, but yeah, I know he takes it pretty serious, and I know they have a new addition to the family, but I'll let him break the news. That's huge breaking news.
Oh my God.
Congratulations are in order to the Atoshin crew.
Another baby! All right! Woo!
Yeah, all right. Yeah, his boy at 60, his boys still swim. It's crazy. But yeah, kind of a crazy week. Riley and I got to go to Buffalo and experience the Caleb Williams intro to the NFL. I know it was only preseason, but it was still different. I know you were there, Sheree. I didn't get to talk to you on BHL, but it was just, we've all been around athletes and seen athletes and met athletes. Some of them are just, normal people. They don't move the meter. Caleb, it's just the whole entire thing is different. It's almost hard to explain. And I know people can roll their eyes, and when you say that somebody's got an aura about them, there is. I was there with Buffalo Bills fans all around. They were saying the same things. I mean, how many times when you're in an opposing league's or team's stadium and they're not even talking about their own team, they're like, oh, there he is. There's Caleb. There's Caleb. And it's different. It's different. Yeah. So I know we're going to get into all of that, but it's just take the people behind the curtain a little bit. I missed a lot of the plays live just because I look at things from a different perspective always, and that includes when I'm on the sideline of a football game. And I was kind of focused on what Caleb was doing. And he was up and down the sideline the entire time, talking to different position groups, not just on offense. So Coach O spoke on that. That's rare. I mean, he's down there talking to the defense and all of the O-line, D-line, DBs, all of them. He did sit down for about 10 or 15 minutes with Kerry Joseph in game and just sat there. That was about the only time I saw the guy sit down, but great debut. I mean, we can't get over our skis, but we saw things that we needed to see and little things that we wanted to see, like maintaining a pocket presence and stepping up and delivering the ball. Wow. Imagine that, and not being in year 4 and being like, well, maybe next year, but
that's awesome. And I'm sure Riley had fun.
Oh, he did. Yeah. Let me turn this Claudio's music down a little bit. Yeah. He had a great time. It was his first experience, seeing the Bears. So it was kind of cool. We had really good seats right behind the Bears bench. I had my another interaction with Larry Mayer. Larry was actually really cool. Came up and gave us a fist bump and threw Riley a couple Chicago Bears bracelets, and then we turned around and George McCaskey was there. So that was cool, and I wish I would have had my phone going because he saw my hat and he's like, "Oh, TTNL is here, everybody." So that was probably the most surreal thing for me.
That he
make a comment like that, yeah. And he signed Riley's jersey, spent a couple minutes talking to him and myself, so that was cool. And Jaquan Brisker was the other one that came over and he was really cool. I felt somebody grabbing my phone and I was talking to people and felt somebody talking on my phone. I'm like, what the hell? And I turned around, I'm like, oh, it's just, hey, yeah, what? It's Jaquan Brisker grabbing my phone. He was trying to take a selfie with my son. So,
aww.
Yeah, it was cool. Actually, I'll grab the picture and put it up so everybody can see it. But no, it was a good experience. Got to meet some patrons. A lot of people that knew who TTNL was. One of the guys you would have hated. He was a huge Greg Braggs fan. He's asking if I knew anybody from CHGO. But no, it was a really good time. No, it's some quality time with my son, and doesn't get any better than that for sure. But were you able to watch
I watched the game. I watched the Hard Knocks. I'm caught up. So I'm caught up on everything.
Do you have to stream Hard Knocks, or were you with everybody else that cut the cable years ago and we had to wait extra time on the stream last night?
Well, I got HBO Max, so yeah, I don't have cable, whatever.
Yeah, me too.
But I didn't watch it until I was running a lot of errands last night, so I didn't get to watch it until Ivan's show debut. Shut up. Ivan's show debut. So I was trying to listen to Ivan and listen to the show. So, but no, I was able to watch it last night.
Yeah, we were trying to. I did. Riley is in. He does make a quick appearance. He's in the crowd there when Jonathan Owens is running over. Riley's in that group there, so we did get to see that. That was kind of cool.
I was looking for y'all because I know you. They say you were sitting next to somebody's dad, so I couldn't remember if it was like Austin Booker or because I know they kind of zoomed.
Yeah,
in.
It was Steven Carlson's high school coach I was sitting with.
Oh, okay.
Yep. And then it was kind of funny, and I didn't realize it until last night where we were sitting. I looked down and I saw this lady, and I'm like, how do I know who this is? And it's driving me nuts, and I couldn't figure out who it was. I'm like, is it somebody that was on the show at one time or somebody that we knew, that follows us on Twitter, on Instagram, or something like that? I knew who this lady, I knew I had seen this lady before. And then last night on Hard Knocks, she's up there and I'm like, oh, it's Roma Dunze's mother. So when they were showing his mom, we were right there. And it was right next to us was DJ's wife and kids. Yeah, they were there, and she was she was trying to get down onto the field, and there was a little issue with that, we'll just say. Okay. Before she got down on the field. But yeah, it was cool. And then Austin, the quarterback there, his parents were in the stand, so that they keep the family all in kind of a little vicinity right there, we'll just say. But we weren't very far from them at all. But yeah, it was Rome's mom that I couldn't figure out how I knew the lady or I had seen the lady. But yeah. Our green room's getting kind of full back there, Cherie.
I know, getting comfortable, settled in.
Hopefully did you see the addition there on the floor, Cherie, behind them? You see that?
Oh.
I'll let him break the news there on that one.
Is he good to go?
No, I guess not. No, fuck that.
But no, it was. I have a special place in my heart for Rome, so I like that he kind of, highlighted him a little bit on this last episode.
Yeah, no, it was very cool. I know he came down, and a lot of the players came down. DJ was one of them. They came down to see their family and stuff after the game. We had already bounced out at that point because we had a little bit of a drive to get home, and we were caught in traffic there for a little while. But no, it was definitely a great experience, even though it was only a preseason game. It was cool just to get there and see some of the new guys and see some of the young guys. You brought up Austin Booker to see him flash. So it was definitely a good deal. But what was your thoughts on our new quarterback's debut? Did it get the juices flowing? Did it get you hype?
Well, pause on the juices flowing.
Well,
No, it was exciting to see. And even though I'm not gonna lie, just like how we talked about last week, how we really wanted to see him for a full quarter, even though we only saw him in 2 series. It was just to see how quickly he was getting the ball out, and it just felt like there was some type of cohesion with the team. Even though I know we have our questions around the offensive line, they actually looked pretty good in that season debut. He had the time to process and get the ball out. So no, it was really exciting to see. And even though it's just a little taste, it really is getting me excited for the upcoming season, because I am a person that at this point, because we've been disappointed year after year, we try to get hyped and get ready for the season, and then the season comes and we start off 0-3 and 0-4. It's hard to keep that excitement and momentum going. So it's been like for this, especially for this off season, I have been really wary about getting excited and getting too much into it so I won't be disappointed. But now I just can't help myself. Now I'm like, yes, I want the season to come. I can't wait because I want to share. I just know that even though we're not, we may like. I would love to see us make the playoffs. I won't be disappointed if we do, but I just know that we're moving in the right direction.
Yeah,
So,
and that's kind of what I've maintained the entire time. It just when I say the situation is different, to me there's a definite arrow pointing up. You don't want the quarterback play to flatline, but I think they should win 10 games. I think they should be right in the thick of it. And if they win 9 and they have a couple of injuries along the way, it doesn't mean that's the thing about being a fan. Is most fans there's very little middle ground. It's either you are horrible and you suck, or you're the greatest thing ever. And we know that that's neither are ever the truth. It lies somewhere in between. And I think that's where the Bears are gonna go. But they just, they have money, they have draft assets, and they got a 22-year-old high upside quarterback that knows how to make plays outside the pocket, but wants to live in the pocket. And that right there is a really big difference for us. And man, I couldn't be any more excited for sure.
yeah.
So what were your thoughts now that you got caught up on Hard Knocks? I know we're going to talk about this with Phil when he gets here, but what were your thoughts on the first 2 episodes so far?
So first episode, I was pretty much in line with you on that.
Oh, just a minute, Cherie. Let me get the drop here. If I can find it. Where the hell did it go, Cherie? There it is.
Breaking news. The Tape Never Lies Network. Breaking news.
Who's this guy?
This is Snoop.
Snoop.
Snoop Dogg.
Oh, that's not the name that I thought it was going to be.
The mommy won out on the name. Yeah, it was down to Rome or Snoop.
Cherie would have voted Rome.
Rome, yeah.
Yeah. That was Phil. That was Phil. Phil wanted
Rome.
Rome.
Tate wanted Rome. Devin and mommy wanted Snoop. I think Bella wanted Snoop too. But he
seems very active.
No, he's actually really chill.
Nice. I
got home from practice and Steph's on a girls' night and the boys are sleeping over their buddies tonight. So I don't know can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah.
Okay. He's a
short.
sweetheart. We saved him. We rescued him from a rescue shelter.
Yeah.
I think he's from Arkansas.
Oh, can you read?
He's a half hound, half retriever, golden retriever. He looks like a black lab.
Yeah.
He's a sweet.
I'm glad you jumped right back in when we lost our dog unexpectedly. We didn't wait too long and jumped right back in. And I honestly feel like it helped with the healing process. You know what I mean? It's never easy. And you miss having a dog around the house. I know you did.
I'm a big dog person. And so is Steph. Shy was her first dog. This is my first male dog. I've always had female dogs. My parents and then us.
No more squatting.
No, he did squat. I took him out. He was pooping. That's why I had to get off. I'm like, I was trying to run him outside. We're potty training him. But if you remember, we were trying to save a pup before.
Yeah.
And
didn't work out.
Yeah, Shy didn't want any part of the pup. But now he's got that puppy smell.
Yeah.
Put him down. He's very funny, this little guy. He's a beautiful little guy.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Free run on the house right now.
Yeah. Well,
I don't even know.
Got to work on his heisting.
Yeah, he already is about. He could sit. He could give you paw. He's only 12 weeks old and he could sit.
Nice.
Do that. So
we're still working with Angelo on that.
Snoop Dogg. So I might have to run somewhere if he's getting into something or something.
Oh, that's
tonight only because Steph's not here. Girls' night out, boys are out. Coming down with a little cold. So
yeah.
It's been a tough couple of weeks, but
you know what? But you know what? We have an exciting quarterback to tear us out of the doldrums. Yeah. I know Cherie and I have gotten our thoughts out there, Phil, but we'll start with the game first. I was sharing, my experience at the game and kind of what we saw. And I know that I got to experience it live with my son. You got to experience it, on the TV with your dad, but share with everybody if they didn't get to watch BHL, the first couple plays of Caleb Williams' career and your thoughts and Coach O's perspective on it.
Yeah, it was pretty easy to see. It was almost, if you're a patron, reminiscent of when my dad came on with us when we watched the USC tape. It only took a few minutes, not even, to recognize this is different. And I know you had mentioned there was an aura around him, and my father and I were just saying you could look at 2 plays and it just looks different, like you're in a different level. His floor is so much higher than the previous quarterback. I mean, I put my reputation on the line a lot on this network, as Shane has been true to the course, as a friend and a brother. You just have to stand up for yourself in this world now, because everybody's flip-flopping and trying to rewrite the statements that they said and try to backpedal, backtrack. And the Hall guys, the freaking gypsies and the mutters of the world trying to flip-flop what they fucking said. And we just stood there. And I know I took a lot of heat going against Justin, but it was the tape that told me that. And it's sad because we just go back on the record. He walked into Hallis Hall, the best quarterback, talent-wise, the Bears have ever had. That was me and Shane saying that before the draft in December. That was just simple. And I know Hogue is stealing my comment here, I guess, today, because that's exactly what I said. I'm like, this guy's better than Justin just walking in the door. Like, just who he is. Imagine when he has a little bit of experience under him.
A little seasoning, yeah.
Yeah, imagine what he's going to be then.
Imagine what he's going to look like heading into year 4. We'll just say that.
Exactly. When the frustration of myself watching tape with you patrons, just shaking my head at the freaking wide open, you're running a boot pass and Cole Kmet has leverage on the safety. You got to get it out and get it to him. You can't wait those seconds longer, because now you've allowed the defensive back to recover or gain ground. And that's really the difference. There's just a showcase, just watching him step up in the pocket. Every rumor. I had Chris Jackal come into the office today, Shane. I was hoping he'd come on tonight, but he was like, Phil, can I just tell you how right you were? Like, I love Justin and I was on the fence, and then you kept telling me. But just watching Hard Knocks and then watching the game, Jackal was like, I just love this guy. Every stupid rumor has been put to bed.
Yeah.
And me and you talking with Cherie's boy, Greg Braggs, today. I won't let up on those frauds. All right. I just won't. I'm never going to let go of where these guys were, and all of them. And they know who they are. It's just, that's what we do here, because we looked at the tape. And then my father's reaction, Shane, was just almost like a proud dad who got the right gift on Christmas for his kid.
Yeah.
It's like, we finally got it right. We got you got a quarterback.
Yeah.
You got a quarterback.
I said to Cherie, I know a lot of people, when they hear somebody saying aura, or there's certain people, like I'm not saying that he's Michael Jordan. When I saw Michael Jordan in person for the first time, you just looked at him and you're like, that's not real. You know what I mean? It's like they just had this almost like a glow around them. Some athletes and, some just people in everyday life are like that. They command a presence wherever they are. And we were in Highmark Stadium in Buffalo, and it's the first time that some of these Bills fans have seen their 2024 team. And here they are. They're like, oh, hey, here's Caleb. There's Caleb. And these are Bills fans. You look at the tunnel when the players come out. It's littered with Bills fans, and they're screaming Caleb's name. And he plays for the Bears. Those things are what we aren't used to. Peter Schrager is doing a Hard Knocks podcast where he takes you kind of like behind the scenes, and he's having a guest every week. He had on Brian Urlacher last week. He's interviewing Ryan Poles, or he already did interview Ryan Poles for the show this week. And it's just, Ryan Poles said it on the Hard Knocks episode. He's like, doesn't he look different? Doesn't he look different this week? It was just like, you hear it like a switch goes off. Like that's what I didn't understand back in OTAs. That's, I missed this, and now it's clicking. He's starting to put everything together. And Phil, when he was talking about the play to Rome and the play where he scrambled for the first down and slid, he took you into his brain and told you second by second everything that he saw and what was unfolding and why he did what he did. And that's just, those are things that are different that you don't get a lot of we haven't had a lot of that in Chicago. He's taking you into his process.
Shane, I want to say, just to jump to Hard Knocks, I thought there's some great things in there, and I know we'll get into it, but to piggyback off what you're saying, there's that moment in the clip where he's coaching up Rome Odunze, almost on body language and letting him know where he needed to be. And it was so different that there's like a structured conversation of football acumen and confidence all in that. But there was compassion in it too. It wasn't like he's being bigger than you or getting mad at you. Maybe that'll come later when you're a second-year receiver. Then he'll show his, agitated side like the great ones normally do. But in this showcase he didn't look like a rookie. He was talking about the route, where to get to, and why it didn't hit. And he also was owning a little bit on himself as well as Rome. And Rome was embracing the conversation and understanding where it was going. So they're both growing together, and you've never had that. You've had finger pointing. You've had bullshit going on with the Chicago Bears for centuries. And it's just a different feel. And those guys that wanted to keep Justin Fields, go fuck yourselves. Go over there, start recognizing the reality of truth, and start understanding and embracing the team that you're rooting for. Like, don't give me, I don't care about it, but if you're going to bring it into my conversation or bring it up, be ready for my reaction to it, because I've turned the page. It's it doesn't take a rocket scientist. It doesn't take someone to play college ball to recognize, or NFL ball to recognize the difference. It's like, it's so simple. So simple. There's an elite talent at quarterback finally in Chicago. And not only is he that, he's an elite person. So remember all those Swifty bullshit and Barelissimo, all these people creating, he's Johnny Manziel. He's he wants to play hero ball all the time. He's a mutter. No, he's a motherfucker. That's what he is. You dumbass Hall boys. You're the Hall boys, and you ain't even hauling oats. You're just fucking terrible. Your football acumen, you're pathetic. You're going to continue the conversation. I'm sorry. It gets me so fired up that you can go out there, bury this kid for 7 months. And if you were right and there was a Hall, you'd be out there with a fucking parade. You'd be out there with a fucking parade. I was right. Told you, God. So don't even start bringing this shit up. Don't even start it. It's a joke. We were watching the tape. We were looking at it truthfully. We can criticize our football team. We can hold everybody accountable because we do it right here at TTNL. We don't fucking do it to get clicks. I'm not watching Hard Knocks because I want to find a nugget to share on social media and get more followers. I watch it because I want to make sure the Bears coaches and their players and see this franchise behind the scenes. I've wanted to see it forever. And I'm looking at it, and I'm looking at a fucking miracle happened. The Bears got the first overall pick, and it happened to fall on Caleb Williams. And not only did that happen, they doubled down with their number 1 wide receiver in the draft, their number 2 player in the draft. And you could see the energy of this football team's on a different place, all because of number 18.
Yeah, it's going to tear the locker room apart. I mean,
he's going to tear it apart. He wants to own a piece of the franchise. He wants to be in Washington. Remember that?
Yeah.
Never going to trade him. I'll bet my mortgage. Never going to trade him. All of this shit we dealt with here. So excuse me. When KRS-One, Big Daddy Kane, someone steps to the mic, they're ready to tear shit up, right? That's what we do here on the football side. I'm tearing it up. Don't try to come at me like you didn't say this shit. What are you going to do? You're sitting there like a little bitch waiting for failure. That's your next thing.
Yep.
All those little bitches are waiting for
100%.
failure. They're not fans. That's not a fan thing. Because there's no objective understanding that rookies are gonna have mistakes. They're gonna. But they're waiting for that to try to be right. Fuck out of here. As a coach, I think it's pathetic. And I have every right to call you out because you put your name on it. You did that. I put my name on this kid. I said he was the best quarterback I've ever scouted. Now, where he goes, look what happened in Minnesota with their young kid. That sucks. They're our rival. I still feel bad for that. It's just ridiculous watching some of these Bear fans and people sharing these tweets like, you're fucking pathetic. You even follow that person. You're pathetic.
They're definitely trying to play both sides of the fence. And the one that makes me laugh is you can't, and it's in our open. You can't talk down about a Bears player as long as he's still in Chicago. Well, that's not what we do here. We're here to analyze all situations, hold people accountable. We're not playing favorites here.
Never will.
Yeah, we're going to break down tape, but we're only going to tell you positives because
everybody knows, Shane, how much I love David Montgomery. I still love David, right?
Yeah.
But if David fucked up, we're going to look at it and hold David accountable. Guess what? David's a big boy. David got paid, right? Because David was what I said he was, a great back. But David can handle the criticism because he wants to be great. I tell my players every day, you are looking at a football team that's growing. You have your first chapter here. This is Caleb's first chapter. I don't know what backups you were talking about. That was the Buffalo Bills' #1 defense, Otis.
They had a couple of ends out and stuff like that, but even
what do
just
what do you think that matters though?
But no, and that's the thing we've maintained that here is that these reps all matter, no matter who it's against. Caleb Williams has said that. Yeah, I want reps. I want to be out there. I want more, and that's why I hope they're gonna get reps Saturday versus Cincinnati, and right now it's seemingly trending against that. With the weather supposed to be bad tomorrow for the joint practice.
I want to address this too,
Yeah,
though. I got as a coach. Otis, you only play who you play against. I've always been against this. They're playing some guys that are going to be working at McDonald's next week. They're in the fucking NFL, bro. The mechanics aren't hidden. The mechanics are not different because there's a different defensive end there. Or whatever, who else was starting. All I saw was the reality of throwing on time, throwing mechanics.
That's what
amazing thing
Otis was talking about versus Cincy if it's all backups. But yeah, it still maintains.
We're still maintaining the same thing. If Rob is speaking for Otis now, and I love Otis, but as a football coach, I don't go into a game and say, well, they're playing their backups, we're going to play ours. I'm going to say they're playing their backups. We better play even better. We better show up better because we're working on the fundamentals of football. That's where the elite showcase was for me. I mean, if you watch BHL, you'd know my favorite throw was the throw he made to DJ Moore
3rd and 12
on 3rd and 12. And you saw DJ Moore honestly could have ran a better route. He wasn't really sprinting like I want that comeback route. And this dude pressed the 5, settled, waited, and anticipated that opening window that was tight. And he moved the chains. It's just amazing to see the understanding of what it is that this kid can be. And now you got to have the play caller kind of identify his strengths and put it in there. I hated the 3rd and short when they're in the gun. I'm sure everybody thought of me there when it happened. I'm learning Shane Waldron in a Bears uniform.
I don't think that you can take some out of it, but like I said, don't forget, after that play to DeAndre Swift,
the screen.
Yeah, it was
the Brett Favre-like screen.
It was run after that. So I think that just comes down to that. To me, speaks more about being, preseason football more than anything. But yeah, no, I first NFL throw was and I mean it was a thing of beauty. Phil, you said it immediately, and I even in the stands, I said to myself,
you were there. I mean, you saw him walking up and down,
but
talking to everybody.
Right, everybody in the chat. Just be honest with yourself. When it was 3rd and 12, I would be willing to bet a sizable sum of money that most people said to themselves, "All right, it's going to be 3 and out." Because that's the Chicago Bear way. That's usually what happens. And I'm not trying to make this situation out to be more than it is. It's a preseason football game and a 3rd down conversion. It's the process that gets you there. It's the process that we have not seen. The simple things of being an NFL quarterback that we have not seen. We saw those from the guy that's going to be at that position. And I know a lot of people are still stuck in reverse with where we used to be with who used to be our quarterback. And you got a guy that's doing this in game 1. And when you
this guy wants the challenge
year 4. Yeah.
He wants to challenge himself. There's a difference. And I'm sorry if this hurts your feelings, but I've been around the game of football for a long time, my whole life. But I've also been around the Bears. And it's very rare air that you would ever see a rookie in his first game in the NFL calling out the front, identifying the mic and calling out the front. It happened 3 times with this kid. He's challenging himself. The coaches are doing a good job challenging him. And I'm looking at a young kid that wants to be great. So if you get that kind of, organic want to, and it's not just for the cameras or your social media, which we all who have conversations with people, not only connected, I don't know who, old men on their lawns were talking to, but everybody I talked to about the kid was saying how amazing this kid is and how great to his teammates he is, how he goes out of his way to never call out the media. Hey, I'm working with kids today that are underprivileged. Can you come out and take some pictures of us or have someone else do it? He doesn't even want that. That's the kind of person he is all around. So it was the opposite. Oh, I'm rumors. Remember this fucking clown boy? Is he still out there? The former Jets scout. These people had a vendetta and an axe to grind, and they were willing to roll the dice, which is the football, and try to go out of their way to try to bet on failure. See, it's those that go out of their way to tell you what they're seeing. That's the reality.
Do you want to tell them this is the 3rd and 12 to DJ? Do you want to?
So here you go. This? Twins right. And you have pro with good protection. You're going to get 2 chips. So you're giving them maximum protection and a 3 route concept going out, as you could see. So DJ, you're seeing the linebackers dropping to the seam to curl. 2 safeties are sitting there. Now DJ settles a little bit. So you see the late releases, and that's what this defense is designed to do, is make him throw the check down, rally up, and stop and force him to punt. A great quarterback wants to identify the window and challenge the defense. So look where DJ is. He's got the safety on the brinks. He turns outside to come back in and settles inside. Now look at the quarterback, if you could rewind it. So let's just watch him now. Gets to 5. Now watch. He settles because he eyeballs that inside backer on the hash. So he wants that linebacker to open that window because I know DJ is going to come back inside this outside linebacker who's got a rally. He's on an island.
That left foot is unlocked exactly
where it wants to be because he's not stepping in. So he's waiting. All the weight is on his back foot. That left foot's going to be the drive through the hip. So see how he turns it right there? Now he's turned his shoulders and he's going to deliver the ball. He did exactly what he needs to do. Now look at that window. If I had the telestrator, I'd circle that whole thing from the 40 all the way to the hash. Oh, good. You're going to see it from behind. So maximum protection. Good job with the chip by Homer and Blazing Game. He eyeballs the mic. Now he's got that inside backer all the way inside the hash. It opens up that whole window. And now he delivers right through there. And look where the ball is. Low and inside right into his freaking chest plate. That's where you want it. Watch the center turn, waits, guard attacks. I don't want to see that on the backside. 79. I felt like I hate when they do that. You're good. You know the pocket, stay there. He attacked. He opens up a gap there. But irregardless, he was trying to go do a kill shot on the end. But look at the protection here. Great job by Braxton Jones and Tevin Jenkins. See that back foot? He's planted. He did a little tap to get his weight distribution back. and to recoil into that window. And he just throws an absolute dime piece. That's what you want your quarterback to do.
Yeah, and this is Bob. We're not. Phil's point wasn't about bashing people that didn't see what he saw. It's not that. You have to.
Bob, open up your ears.
You have to be a better listener. You're listening to people that want you to think that they're breaking down football, but then they'll tell you, yeah, we couldn't talk negatively about something that Justin Fields did because, guys, he's still a Bear. Well, then that throws all of your analysis out the window. You said it yourself. If you can't talk negatively about a player or hold them accountable because they're wearing your team's favorite jersey, then what you say does not matter. Sometimes you have to have most of us have kids. Sometimes you have to have a tough discussion with them about stuff. Some of the conversations aren't easy. Football analysis is the same exact thing. There's been a lot of things over the years that Phil and I have talked about that we've disagreed on, but we knew when we put out there what we saw, we knew we were going to take flack on it. And you maintain your truth, what you see, no matter what. You can't crumble to public perception. You can't say that you want a wide receiver the entire time, a specific wide receiver, and then when they draft a DB and you're mad on draft night, and then the next day when everybody's excited, you jump on that train. Or you say, oh, public doesn't want this wide receiver, so I'll take this guy who the public wants. That means your analysis is severely flawed, and I don't respect it. And that's what we're talking about. It's not
Bob, it's not about because they didn't see what we saw. I think you're missing the whole point. Shane's making 80% of the point, talking about analysis and whatever. We're all going to make mistakes. That ain't the point, Bob. It was the point of people bashing, belittling, creating rumors and drama of things that weren't true. That we're saying these things. You don't draft this kid. He's a head case. He's a diva. Those aren't different than what I saw.
Then they moved
Those are fucking lies.
They moved to his father.
Then they talked about his dad. Then they talked that he sucked. They were all destroying the kid.
Yeah.
When we were over here, Bob, defending the kid. So if you think that we're playing a game here, we're not. And it just so happened that Justin Fields was going to be traded no matter what. Because as I showed every patron, because I wasn't afraid, Bob, to show the truth and say, hey, no. Even to Cars, I'm like, no, Cars. He's terrible. Don't give a fuck about nails. I don't care about anything. Justin Fields is the problem. It's on record. Ivan could tell you. People are like upset. Even Ivan's like, Phil, I like Fields, maybe. And then Ivan was coming. You know what? Because that doesn't make Ivan, oh, he was wrong back then. I'm just telling the truth. Ivan has fucking more class and dignity in his fucking pinky than some of these assholes. So just to see the reality of, hey, Kerry Franklin on the record, but Ivan works for this network. We didn't see, me and Cars didn't see eye to eye on things in the past. And then it comes to fruition. And there it is, right there in front of you. It was your GM of the Chicago Bears that you're touting. He's going to take the haul. He's the smartest GM ever. He's going to take the haul.
Classic cases, and this is one of our YouTube commenters from last show brought it up. And but way back in the day with Mike Brez, remember he used to say that he couldn't take us serious because all Phil and Shane do is agree with everything. And I'm like, okay, Mike, I don't know what you're listening to, but we've disagreed on plenty. Phil and myself and Cars and Ivan, we all happen to agree. We didn't waver on Caleb Williams. We never teetered off of that, but just look back to our conversations on the tight end. You were against giving Cole, but that's the thing. You have to be able to give yourself enough, runway to change your mind once you see facts put through. And is there anybody here now that's adamant that Cole Kmet shouldn't have been extended? No. Financially, it was 100% the right choice. We saw that what some of these guys were getting paid. We didn't all agree on that.
And Cole did exactly what I hoped he would do, or he needed to do. Shane was right. We battled and made Cars so uncomfortable because that's what we do here.
Well, how many DMs have we gotten from people? And that's the thing, Phil. And you and I have known each other for a long, long, long time. We've had a couple uncomfortable conversations over the years, but that's what friendship is all about. You know what I mean? Even if it's uncomfortable, we've done it. But that's how many times when you and I have a disagreement live on air, they're like, oh shit. We get a text the next day or a DM. Are you guys okay? Are you really mad at Phil? Like, guys, we're talking about football. That's the way that you want to build your organization. You don't want a bunch of yes men that, oh yeah, this is what he thinks, so I'm just going to agree with him. No, that's what the Bears were back in the day. And that's why they were wildly inconsistent.
And honestly, if this stuff makes you uncomfortable, I've always said, I don't want you as a listener. Go play the Sunshine and Rainbow show. Go play the guy that flip-flopped and told you that he would never trade Justin Fields. Caleb Williams is going to be a bust. You watch. He's a prima donna. Go listen to those people now talk about how they always love Caleb Williams. And you allow that, that speaks volumes about you. I know me. I'm no gray area for me. There's none. I am what I am, and I'll always step to the mic ready to drop a rant or my knowledge, or I will be the first motherfucker to say, you know what? I was wrong about Javon Dexter. Well, Javon has stepped up. That's what we do here. That's honestly what we do. And before you ever get upset that I'm critical of these fucking fraud boys, go ask Ivan how many times they mention this motherfucking show and us as bullies. We're speaking truths. Why am I talking about it? Because it keeps coming up from people. All fans showing up in my DM. Look what this guy's saying. Wasn't he against Caleb? Now he's his number one. Now he bought a jersey. No, I won't ever let it go. Because I'm at the front of the line saying it with Shane. Gotta move on from Fields. And David Kaplan will never let it go, nor should they. Simple as that. And if you think it would be the opposite way, and I'm not even I don't even bring this up all the time, but this week, particularly after everybody in the fucking world is either talking about the Australian breakdancer or Caleb Williams. One of those two is being brought up, right? I'm just sitting there saying, wait a second. Now all of a sudden these fucking people are breaking down tape and Caleb's great. Shut the fuck up. Be better. Come on the show and say I was fucking wrong. Have some fucking balls.
Well, we've offered that up also.
I know.
I mean, there are diehards that have, live and die with every bit of content that we put out. How many times have we had let's just call them a detractor in the comments on a live show? And I'm like, hey, hit me up on Twitter. What was that one guy's name? Dante?
Dante.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. Where?
Yeah. Oh,
He
you
never
blocked
showed
you.
up.
You blocked me
blocked-
on Twitter. I'm blocked. I don't block anybody on Twitter.
The worst was that clown boy who ended up crying. He was the biggest Fields. He cried when Fields got traded. Remember this fucking clown? Bashing the Tape Never Lies network like a punk ass little bitch.
Yeah, that guy's a piece of shit. I know
Exactly.
what you're talking about. Yeah, real scumbag. That guy.
A fucking scum to the end of the universe.
Yep.
So if you think I'm gonna forget it, fuck out of here.
my
I ain't
God.
forgetting it.
Yeah.
We've dealt with a lot. Me and Shane have dealt with a lot of scumbags.
Oh yeah. We'll have to have a town hall again sometime, and we'll share.
I could put some. I can
DMs. Oh my God.
Claudio, the barber, clip some clips.
Yeah.
Now, all Ryan Cox and Claudio have to do is show me these stupid clips, and they know they're gonna fire me the fuck up, and I'm gonna say whatever the frig I want because I'm not afraid, because I'm gonna back it up, and then 60 little trolls are gonna send it back to them. But what this dude Swifty said about me and Shane, I could just maybe end his social media career if I wanted to, because it's disgraceful and disgusting. So when you talk football and you backpedal and flip-flop, I can use your name because you're an analyst now. You could talk about me. Phil was wrong about whatever. You could talk about me.
Not you, Dante. The other Dante.
So I'm just letting you know, I will never, ever back down from these bullshitters. The Gypsy Kings, all of them. All of them. Because they obviously were trying to bet on something that they shouldn't. And they've said some nasty things. I've never. Yeah, the guy Adam Mason was like, he doesn't know who we are, whatever. Was that him or was it somebody else that was
dude, I don't even
like, whoever. I don't know.
Doesn't even register anymore.
Here's George McCaskey coming up to Shane like, TTNL is in the building.
Yeah, right? TTNL is here.
They're here. Everybody knows who we are. If Courtney Cronin is like Phil, everybody knows who TTNL is. I don't need anybody else to tell me, because honestly, she's probably the best in the business at what she does, and she's a real one. So when she says it, then you know it's true. So we are who we are, and we're not going to change. We have our own lane. Our lane, keeping it 100, you know what it means? It means telling the truth. So if you're going to be a pretend football analyst, we might get a clip of you and laugh when you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We might laugh at a tweet where you're trying to use football acumen and you're saying it backwards. You might come on a show and say, option RPO is not option, whatever the fuck Bukowski was trying to say to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait, what? And I have to call him out. It might get uncomfortable like it was.
You told him he's out over his skis on this one. That's what you told him.
Remember Emery Hunt, when his take on David Montgomery not being a good back? Well, I guess Detroit paid not a good back. There's uncomfortable things. And they're going to talk about me too. I'm not always right. I'm not saying that, but I'll never, ever pretend I didn't say it. Okay, DD, whatever the fuck your name is. That's why we continue to talk about it, because it's relevant. That's why you come here. That's why we have 3,400 people watching us live after a Bears game, because you know it's going to be real. It's going to be fucking honest. And you know it's going to come from a passionate place. I couldn't work for the Chicago Bears media because my heart would be with the Bears and everybody and their brother would know it. Now, if they had a lane for that, which they should, in my opinion,
then Shane and I would absolutely run Bears coverage, because the Bears are so soft that they can't even allow swearing on Hard Knocks, which, oh, by the way, is HBO. H-fucking-B-O.
Well, just go back and watch the Giants Hard Knocks of the offseason.
Oh, my God. Just watch any Hard Knocks.
A-ball's in there dropping an F-bomb, and I know people in the comments are going to, why do you need
Rex
it?
Ryan was the
that's
worst.
What they're
remember?
doing. That's exactly, but that's how they're speed. To me, it just
it's football. You're giving a look behind it. You're trying to pretend you're fucking Disney Plus.
But that was clearly
George and Kevin,
a bone of contention with George McCaskey,
and he's
100%.
George, you're 100% wrong. Football is football. If you're in your pants, all bunched up in your ass cheeks over fucking coaches swearing and players saying, fuck that. Let's get the fuck out. That's what it is. That's what's really happening while you're up in your booth pulling the blinds down. That's what's happening. HBO, the first thing I ever watched on HBO was a kid. It was Porky's. That's what I fucking watched on
Ivan
HBO.
used to date Mrs. Ballbreaker.
Still do.
You go there for it. You're paying.
He loves his tallywhacker.
HBO because, come on, we watch The Sopranos. Imagine, yeah, you must have been in the top of your class, sir. No, you must have been in the top of your fucking class. It's a joke. It's the one thing I have against the Bears right now. I goes to Shane. He goes, dude, did you see them bleep out? I go, I fucking cringed. It drove me to another level of insane. Like, my dad is deeply religious. Sorry, Ivan, one point.
Good.
My dad is deeply religious. He gets upset like sometimes. Like, you don't have, he said it on the show. You don't have to swear so much. You don't have to. I can't even help it sometimes. I don't even know.
You and I both. I was talking about Riley he got a headache in the middle of the game. And I'm like, what's wrong with you? He's like, oh, I'm getting a really bad headache. And I'm like, he wouldn't bring a hat to the stadium for whatever. Who knows what a 13-year-old boy has on his brain at that point. But I remember thinking, I'm like, yeah, you detonated a nuclear bomb on you. The sun was. It was windy, but man, that sun was different last Saturday, and that's what it was all from. And I remember, dropping a couple of F-bombs, and I'm thinking to myself, oh shit, Coach O is probably getting ready to throw a stapler at me when I was dropping those. But it is what it is, man. It doesn't make you a better person or a bad person. It's just that it's, to me, that it's a point that you're going to go out of your way. It's so,
that's
of all the things to worry about,
honestly,
that it's that.
It probably was HBO. This is my theory. HBO was ready to release their unedited version of Hard Knocks, and somehow McCaskey's got a whiff of this. And we're like, no, you have to bleep those out. And it took them an hour to do that, to get to that. That's my conspiracy. It might not be true, but I wouldn't put it past. That's how pathetic I felt watching all of that goodness in there. It's like getting to the best place that has cheesecake. They say Junior's in Brooklyn, New York is probably the best cheese, whatever. It's like getting there and they've run out of cheesecake.
Cheesecake's overrated.
So
no, I agree with your theory, Phil. Actually, it actually makes a lot of sense to me. That would be the case, like an 11th hour. No, we changed our mind, like something like that. But I'd also take into consideration, there's going to be one more in season with the division, the AFC North.
Yeah.
What do you think that there was a deal between the Bears and HBO to just have them edit out? Like that was part of them, committing to the in season as opposed to the, regular or the off season Hard Knocks? Like, is that something that you think just for the simple fact that they're going to go back to the division, like they're going to be back on. So I don't know. I was just saying maybe that they were like, hey, we'll come back on sooner if this is something that we can maintain as a deal for us coming, because the Bears were the last one to do this. So I'm just spitballing here.
Brian Urlacher was a guest with Peter Schreger because he does the Hard Knocks podcast every week.
Did they talk about the swearing?
Well, Brian just said how he was shocked that he's like, knowing the McCaskies and how private they are. He goes, I guess it makes a little bit more sense so I don't even know if I should be saying this, but I'm not going to get in trouble or anything, but we were down at the field 2 hours before kickoff and Hard Knocks is everywhere. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Literally everywhere. So I'm sure when they show the bloopers, you're going to see one from the Buffalo game because a whole fucking lot of them were running. And then another bunch of them came from a different direction and they all ran into each other. So it was a fucking train wreck right in front of us. So we had a security guard who was super cool, sitting there talking to him and asking about different stuff, wanting to know what TTNL was. One of the Hard Knocks guys came over and I said, so how has it been? Have they been very restrictive, blah, blah, blah? And he's like, no, they've been great. And I said, the ownership is very, very private. And he said to me, yeah, I wouldn't plan on seeing George too much in Hard Knocks. And I said, what do you mean he's not going to be in it? And he goes, yeah, I wouldn't plan on seeing him too much. So to me, that told me that was a mandate from the McCaskies, that this is the Chicago Bears training camp Hard Knocks. Because if you're covering the Bears at any point, you have to have at least like a 5 or 10 minute segment on the charter fucking franchise of the NFL. Exactly. That has an owner that's 104 years old. Mm-hmm. But clearly that has been something that has been
taboo.
Said this isn't happening. This came right from a person, because Ivan, you've been there and it's the same thing. Oh, yeah. They all have the 312 hats on. They all have Hard Knocks.
Did you ask about the 312 hat, Shane?
I did not, and I should have, because they all had them on at the game.
It's all right. But you fucked up, but it's okay.
Yeah, big time. Here, you can be Phil, I'll be me.
Okay, awesome. Look, I'm short enough now. Should I stick down?
Yeah, look at you. Yeah, just go down a little bit more. But you know how it is that they have all the Hard Knocks t-shirts on, and so I asked him, and that's what he said, and that first thing that came to me is like, yeah, that was, to me it sounded like that was a mandate from the McCaskies. You're getting this access, it's just not going to be to us.
Yeah, and part of me feels there's something deeper that they don't you could say that you're extremely private. I'm sure that there's a lot of millionaires that are extremely private people, but you're like you said, you're the owner of the charter franchise. You're the ageless one, Virginia. Yeah. God bless her. She's got there has to be some type of, I guess not expose, but some type of connection to that. Now it's just show the team, show the highlights, show Caleb, but you didn't want to lead off with something a little bit deeper to hey, this is who the Chicago Bears were. These are some of our legends past, real quick, and then boom, now you enter into the new. It was just it seems like they just went right.
Would have been the best thing in the world for them to grasp this.
Yes,
to kind of change their image, and this is the new Bears. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying that you have to let them into your house and do all of this, but it's very, again, you're sitting down to me with a list that includes swearing, and you're not going to show or talk about our family.
Yeah.
And a thing like this, that I don't know. It seems very short-sighted to me. That would be fucking great.
That would be great.
Who wears knee braces?
We got a super chat. Anthony D'Angelo, my guy, $9.99. Thank you, Anthony. When I seen a 3rd and 9 completed, it occurred to me how long it's been since we had a quarterback that could make that throw. I wasn't used to seeing a big 3rd down completion. Yes, I agree with that, Anthony. I'm proud of myself that I was able to translate the shorthand text there, Ivan. But the non-swearing, Shane, I'm sorry. Just like those guys that flip-flop and never take accountability. You know, when I call you out and you go to personal attacks, that says it all. I'm calling you out for the fraudulent shit that you did in regards to the umbrella of football analysis that we are. Bears analysis. I'm not a micropod that's going to spew bullshit and all that. We're going to have fun, but we're also going to hold accountability. Just like if you're not a patron, as we get into this season, the patron is held accountable. It's like they're a scout or a coach and we're watching the tape together. Now that's where we are. And I'll address Mike for us. Because Mike, I don't know if it's Melon or what.
Yeah, but I remember Mike, and he's whatever. Mike, go do your thing. That's fine. You quit us, but now you're back and on your soapbox. It's fine. Fuck you. There you go.
It's people like that.
It's beyond the fucking swearing, Mike. But go raise your grandkids, and that's fine. Do your thing. Be happy. And yeah, that's you're missing the entire.
We aren't here to raise your kids. This is we should gotta put a parental
audience.
advisory. We gotta find a parental advisory. Well, we gotta put one
add it
or something because people
don't even need it. They should know that. The reality is Mike is small-minded and understands nothing about football, but is big on Boy Scouts. And that's where he's at. Because I'm trying to tell you, if your wife is really into true crime, right? Let's use this analogy. Because Lawrence Chrisman understands it, and Milkshake Mike gets it. Brad fucking gets it. Otis gets it. Like, you're coming here for real talk. So if your wife's into big true crime and she's watching a fucking true crime documentary, but God forbid we show any pictures of the crime or show anything, like, what are you watching it for? And that's Hard Knocks is behind the scene. It's behind the scenes.
Right.
Coaches get mad.
Just like on Hard Knocks, there's a parental advisory for adult language, just like there is on this show, Mike. So
it's soft knocks and soft Mike.
Right. Yeah.
Mike wants to watch.
I can't watch this show that's on.
But I'm here. How did you get here then?
I quit you guys and I'm back. And then Janie told me to fuck off. So bye, Mike.
That's it.
So weird. Yeah.
Mike is if you're with Mike, go watch the Sunshine Rainbow Show. Hey.
No, he can't. He can't because this is the best place to fucking be. He knows that. That's why he came back.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous argument. Don't have your grandkids or your kids in the room when the show's on. It's simple as that.
Jeremiah's right. And Ivan's even more right. It's very simple. There's emotion. I'm sorry. Chris Zorich, you might love him, but he swears a lot. And I'm sure he probably cussed a lot while he was playing the game. My father, back to that point, Phil, don't swear so much.
my father coached me. I was in the locker room. He's in our drop, right? And Bears Hour Live. What is he saying? He says, "You son of a bitch, you better block," right?
Right.
Because guess what, Mike? That's what kids are hearing. They wake up. So when you're coaching men that are getting paid a lot of money, if you think we're just looking for authenticity, just like we are on this show, that's why John Taylor comes to this fucking show.
But
Jose Torres didn't come to watch this show.
I think it's
we're
important to let
fairly
everybody know
training.
it's not affecting our thoughts on Hard Knocks. It's the thoughts on that even being a focus.
You shit in your hat and get the hell off the field.
Yeah,
Chris is swearing at me right now.
Mike's grandkid just dropped his ice cream and his Girl Scout cookies and fell off the couch.
I won't even quote Chris Zoric's text to me right now. The great Chris Zorich, whom I love very much, and I'm not just saying that. But swearing is a part of the problem. And I am shocked that Kevin Warren could, agree to that. Like, you have to fucking talk to the Mormon or whatever church they're going to. I don't even know what the McCaskies are, Catholic, whatever they are. Like, bro, they wouldn't hire. They would not hire their grandfather if he was in for a job interview. It's the fucking truth.
Greg Braggs just said that tonight on CHGO.
Ollie took my line tonight and used it. But that's the truth. I said it to Greg. Like, these people would be offended by their own grandfather who swore up and down like God knows what to get his message across. Trust me. I have Sam Ritigliano to prove it. And by the way, it's fine if you don't swear. That's fine. If the coach decides he doesn't want to swear.
Mike's grandkid's going to go to school tomorrow, and they're going to ask why he's so cranky. Because I was watching TTNL, you fucking cunt.
Stop asking me so many fucking questions. Go back to teaching.
But the point is, like, if you're deleting the pure authenticity of a show by putting what ABC or CBS like bleeps out of it, like, there's a fucking disclaimer. Right. It's embarrassing. I'm embarrassed because it's not real life. It's not real life. This Mike gets it. If you're listening, Chris Zorich just said, fuck you, and fuck you, ass, fuck you. Don't ever speak. No, Mike, though, said for the podcast, best fucking Bears analysis on the fucking internet. I would have said planet, but the internet is a big place too.
Love the use of the word fuck in there. Perfect.
Los from fucking the West Coast. I have to watch TTN on the garage away from my kids. It's wife's orders. He makes arrangements, Mike. The fact that you felt your shit doesn't stink so much that you came to watch a show that you can't watch just to scold anybody watching with your parental guidance. That's what PG stands for, Mike. Parental guidance on it shows the kind of dick you are, Mike. You're muted.
Yeah, my daughter
is
in Prague visiting her grandmother, and she just texted me from her iPad, and she just recorded a video for Mike.
Thanks for nothing, asshole.
Sorry, Mike.
Translated as, thanks for nothing, asshole.
Yeah.
I got that right. I translated Tony's comment and Emerson's. Why do I fucking
Emerson.
do that?
Yeah, you do butcher.
I got two Noahs and
Yeah,
a
you called-
Jonah on my team. I'm calling everyone. Oh,
You
Noah,
called her.
Noah,
You
Jonah.
You called my daughter Ted last week. I don't know. It was like a whole. It was weird.
Fucking Mike's pissed.
No, he'll get over it.
Mike was mad that DJ Moore put fucking relish on ice cream. Probably.
Yeah. Mike can hate fuck his blow up doll after the show.
Mike, I wish Mike send us a video of you scolding us so we can put it as a drop. I won't listen to you guys. Mike enunciates S's. That's what Mike does.
You know what? I'm going to show them. I'm leaving and I'm not coming back just until they get a quarterback, and then I got to see what they have to say. The best part about it is Mike has not missed a show. He never.
Mike is in the background watching every show.
His wife's canning beans right now, and he's like, "Janice, I'm gonna make a stand to these heathens on the YouTubes."
Typing. What if his wife is using his profile, scolding us?
Corporate Mike.
Yeah.
Corporate Mike White. You're right, Michael. Fucking Michael Scott on NBC had more spunk than Mike. Oh my God. It's embarrassing. It's like Mike watching Netflix, or now it's Peacock reruns of The Office and getting offended by it. I can't believe they put that on television. I can't. I'll never watch it. Meanwhile, he's watching fucking, what is it, Pornhub in the privacy. Fuck, there's always a fucking hypocrite. Always. Always. And Scottish Bear, once again, is right. Scottish Bear actually did a great thing this week.
Yeah,
he held Greg Gabriel accountable.
Yeah, I did see that. Yeah, Aldo put the comment up on the.
Was it you or Ryan Cox or Ivan? One of you guys showed me that, and I'm like, look at Scottish Bear taking a page out of TTNL, holding accountable. I love it.
I sent that over to you guys.
Yeah, it's perfect.
I gave Scottish Bear props. Like I think last show I did. So yeah,
awesome. It was awesome. You might want to check his DMs because he might. Scott Gottlieb, attorney at law, might be DMing him.
Are you blocked, Scottish Bear? I know they're really trigger happy over there. Are you blocked?
Apparently they're like block happy.
Yeah. I don't know if I've ever blocked anybody on Twitter.
Nelson Daniels. Phil, everyone is finally coming along about Caleb Williams. Thank you. And the show about breaking down his college tape. Bears Barroom. There he is. Is he on Bears Barroom, Nelson?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that an olive branch there? There you go. Okay. I
think that's
or he's being tongue in cheek.
Yeah.
He's playing it. Oh.
Either that or it's just a really bad typo.
I'm fucking offended that there's not more swearing. What the fuck? Says Milkshake Mike. Listen, I don't think, Shane, you ever blocked anybody, to be perfectly honest.
No, probably some porn bots, because I mean they're
those Russian porn bots.
Yeah, I'll have to ask Angelo about those. Is he even on Twitter, Angelo?
I don't know. Probably not. It's very economical in his family, Shane.
Yeah, we can do this real quick. So I think Cars, it's having a private convo with Cars and Ryan Cox, and I think Cars is spot on. I think you got to look back all the way to the Montez Sweat deal. Atlanta was in on Montez Sweat. They offered their third. So Chicago upped the ante and offered their second. And now they're coming out and saying that the two finalists for Matthew Judon were the Atlanta Falcons and the Chicago Bears. And I think Cars is right that his assumption is that the Bears were offering a fourth, which would obviously have to be down the line, so we don't have a 2025 fourth, but offering a
So that's
fourth
a
rounder,
done deal then? He's going
Yeah.
to Atlanta?
for a 2025 third round pick.
Fuck. I was hoping he'd
Yep.
be a Bear. I was hoping upon hope.
Yeah, well, John's got it right. Maybe I should do that. Well, Phil's not on Twitter, so I can't block him, and I can't have a Facebook account anymore because Facebook. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe I swear too much. Facebook doesn't want me.
Facebook doesn't want you.
Yeah.
But I think Shane gets used to the language. I think Doyle's very late. Shane was on BHL saying the aura. My father said the aura.
About it to lead off the show.
We all said aura.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Maybe that needs to be a t-shirt. We also have to talk about swag, Shane.
Yeah.
Like we're searching for a new swag company because Shane has done some reconnaissance work.
Yeah, I tried to order some stuff and they just randomly canceled my order.
And I know Ronnie G's wife was having some trouble with it. So if you're in the business of swag and can send it out to people, reach out to myself or Shane because we're looking for you. Because we really want to get this. I know a lot of people have purchased swag, and I don't even remember the name of the company that does our swag, but they suck. See, we hold them accountable too, Mike.
Right. We need an F Mike hoodie.
Fuck Mike hoodie.
F Mike hoodie, yeah.
I honestly would wear that to Chicago. All the way on the flight. F Mike. TTNL. Fuck typos. Trucker Tim. Tim, hit that horn if you're driving right now. Hit that horn if you're driving right now.
Okay, I'm back.
Ivan just like raised his hands to the gods and was like,
Thank you, Shane.
thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. Whoa, Shane. Just gave us a whole breakdown on Judon with no sentence enhancers. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, see. See how that works?
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, who's next? I happen to think that Reddick's not going anywhere, but I mean that would be I know Greg
this week they're working with the Bengals.
Greg Braggs texted me yesterday and he's like they're gonna pull the Khalil Mack deal off with Dallas and go get Micah Parsons. So
what if would you take Khalil Mack back?
I would.
Yeah, but they can't financially they can't.
Oh yeah, you told me this.
Chargers can't.
I forgot.
Yeah. I would take him back.
High.
If I would take Matthew Judon at 32, I'd take Khalil Mack at 32 or 33. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Pass rushers age. Yeah.
Could Hendrickson with them joint practicing tomorrow? Could
Albert,
that be
maybe I guess never say never, but Breer said since he's all in on going, that's why, with their wide receiver mess, they're all in on going for a Super Bowl. So you're not trading a pass rusher, and he doesn't think there's a chance that since he even entertains trading him.
That sucks. Well, it is a big area, but you saw some good things with Austin Booker in that game.
But just real quick, Drew, it's I don't think that they will. It was just Greg was, we were just shooting the shit, but you have to remember they have to pay Micah. They have to pay CD Lamb. They have to pay Dak. And they've done nothing. They've done none of that. So at some point, I mean, when you're talking Dak is looking at, 60 to 65 per, and CD Lamb wants to be the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. Can't pay it. You get to a point where you can't pay everybody.
We got some super chats to catch up on. I know Adam Jenkins, $4.99. It went away for a second. I watch every week, but I decided to drink a few. Watch live tonight. Love you guys. Start the tip jar, fellow TTNL family. I love it, Adam. Pour a cold one for me. I have my voices. Curtis Dimes. Curtis Caleb Dimes. Yes, that's his middle name. Can anyone explain why Tev Jenkins never got a fair shot at tackle? He was drafted at left tackle, but Poles stuck him with the threes. It came out of guard. Listen, if I could explain that, I would probably be their offensive line coach because he would be out there for me.
It came down to he didn't stay healthy. And it self-admittedly he was immature and had a lot of attitude issues.
He needed a wake-up call.
Yeah. That's why he's on the trade market. You remember all of that?
Yes.
And if you go back to Tevin Jenkins, college coach, told him the most talented guy. Yeah, if you want to make, life-altering money, there's one guy in this locker room that can do that. And he told Tevin, it's you. But you have to be invested every single week. And there was a maturity issue there for sure. And it is what it is. Now, is a deal going to get worked out there? He's got it. I mean, I love the talent, Ivan, but you can't make the club in the tub. And the worst thing that you can do when you're building the roster is pay a guy that can't stay on the field. He's got to prove that he can be on the field.
No, 100%. And it's just talent out of this world. It's just can be healthy enough to play majority of the season. Injuries happen, but the type of injuries that he's sustained are the type of injuries that can put you out. And we'll have teams like the Bears, we'll have people like Shane, myself, and Phil, I'm sure, be concerned a little bit about, can we afford to risk giving big time money to a guy that consistently shows that he can't stay on the field, right? Like his best the most consistent thing he does is get injured. And right now, like I said, talent out of this world, I wouldn't pay him that. I would go out and try to find somebody, and really start investing.
Look what guards got paid this year. Robert
Hunt. Yeah, Hunt.
Yeah, Robert Hunt, $100 million.
He would have to play the whole year for me to be like, maybe.
Yeah, it goes back to what I said with Cole Kmet. There was no questioning. Guy's talented. He wasn't, to me, showing the kind of attitude that I want to see my tight end drop his pads. And that's where I wanted to see it.
But the big
he got better.
He's been available.
He's been available. Where Tevin has the attitude when he's healthy. He's so talented.
Played in like 20. Has he played in 20 games since he came into the league?
I would honestly say, as much as I love Tevin Jenkins, and everybody knows that if they watched our draft coverage, give me a tackle or give me death.
Yeah.
We all remember that. I was so excited we got him. More excited even than Justin Fields. It was, he has gotten nicked up walking off the field, and I've gotten a text every time from Shane. There he is. Fucking Tevin, man. Because he's like a tease. It's like that girl
everything
that you love. She's giving you those signs that our guest in the green room knows about, those signs, and then it all became a tease. Alex Sims super chatted $1.99. Would you trade a second for Trey Hendrickson? Where are you at trade value wise, Shane? Hendrickson, second round pick.
Well, how old is he? Because Judon got a third.
Yeah.
The Patriots got a third for
27. I
I
think.
think Hendrickson, didn't he? He got drafted by the Saints.
No, he's 20. So he's 29. He's going to be 30 in December.
Somewhere around there. I would say
I prefer Judon to Hendrickson.
Oh, all day. Yeah.
But Hendrickson is a high motor guy, that workman lunch pail guy. That would be excellent opposite Sweat.
Yeah, it's just I'm not giving up a 2. No way. You got Montez Sweat for a 2. And
I don't think he's worth a 2. When you put Montez Sweat, I'm very economical in this family.
Yeah.
Very.
He's even laughing. Chocolate.
Is
It better
it-
not be a cigarette back there.
Doyle Colette, $2 on a super chat.
putting it out.
Is it me?
Putting it out.
Oh, we did this one already.
Yeah.
Doyle, we said yes. My father said it. Shane said it. I said it. The whole fucking city of Buffalo said it as he left the field. God, he's got an aura about him.
Ojulari from the Giants. It's interesting name for sure. But are they going to change their focus? Are they going to bank on some of these young guys like Booker, and are they going to switch to the name Jonathan Allen has been out there? You're talking on the interior of your line. You go back to Washington, and then that. We'll see. They're going to have options. Something's going to pop up. I am not in the camp of giving up a second rounder for Hassan Reddick and then paying him $23 million a year. I'm not there.
Would you guys foresee them going into the season with what they have, and then as the season progresses, as they
that's what
see
they
how
did
it goes?
Sweat.
Yeah, right, exactly. So like about trade deadline, you could start seeing them if this, and by all accounts, we all think it's going to be a good season. If they're in a position to go ahead and strike, trade deadline would probably be the target.
Yeah,
I think beforehand. I think cut downs,
trade deadline deals. Chase
longer,
Claypool
right?
Put on IR.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Buffalo. What a waste.
Shubla Khan, $5. If Wheeler starts getting kick return snaps, the Velus Jones experiment is over. He's making a statement.
We'll see. Yeah,
Will
Adam Johns.
Thank you, Shubla Khan.
Has said he thinks that Velus Jones is a roster lock. Now, do I agree? I don't. But
I don't agree.
I love the way that Ian Wheeler plays, and he's a guy that you don't have at that position with that, speed and explosion like that. I like that kid a lot. But so this was put out there too, and it's going to be interesting to see how it goes. If you cut Velus Jones, nobody's going to claim him. Would he be a guy that the Bears would cut and put on the practice squad?
Yeah, I could
see him do that.
I could see like a Dolphins claiming him. He's their type of guy.
No, we're very economical, my family.
Was that the GM of the Dolphins talking right there?
That was. They're very economical. Very economical, Shane, in the family.
Thanks for nothing, asshole.
Mike. F Mike t-shirts, Acevedo.
Should we
yes.
Bring our
guest, our surprise guest. He's pure bliss.
He is.
Where's the pure bliss drop? Do we have that anymore?
No, I think that one's been retired.
On B.
We got a bigger strip. Yes.
There he is.
Where'd he go?
What?
Bring him out. Bring him out.
Oh,
There he is.
hi, everybody.
So, Angelo, walk up to your phone. I'm gonna play something for you.
He made it so blurry. Your camera got blurry.
Watch this.
It's blurry.
It was when you're way back.
How hot is it in that sauna that you're sitting in? You're dripping.
Oh, what? Say again?
How hot is it in that sauna that you're sitting in? You are dripping wet.
No. I took a shower, and when I take a shower, my skin shines.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what I had to do with short notice. Your biometrics were off last week, so that's what I had to do with short notice.
There's hope, guys. There's hope.
Angelo.
Draft Dr. Phil, how are you?
You look like you're broadcasting live from the Voyager.
Yeah.
Up in space.
Yeah. We don't
no.
You don't have a good connection with you tonight.
You're glitching.
I'm just a fan. I'm not a football evaluator.
You got a great suit, though.
Do you have bad service?
Do you have bad service, Angelo?
No, I got T-Mobile. It's a good service.
Yeah.
It's a good service, Shay.
Yeah.
For some reason, you look like you're up on the Spaceship Challenger.
You're pixelated.
No. I'm a little tired today because I had to fix brakes to my truck.
Emerson.
Now, where's that little girl?
That's my daughter.
Shane, you taught her how to say swears already?
We got a bigger strip.
Yes. He's a very bad man.
Yeah.
Ask Mike. Ask Mike. Ask him.
Now he's coming a little bit more clear.
Oh, there he is. Now I see him.
All right, good.
All right.
So what's new, Angelo?
Not much. The weather here in Connecticut is a little messed up. It's getting colder now at nighttime and colder in the morning, but we still got our 90-degree weather.
Yeah. Does that screw up your biometrics?
It does. It screws up the mobile
I'm very
signal.
sensitive.
Who would you guys want? Polls the target at Edge. It says
so we just
John
talked
Watson.
about 20 minutes. Yeah.
We just did talk about that. $1.99. Thank you.
Masseuse.
Deshaun. He's at the masseuse. So Angelo wishes he was at the masseuse right now.
I need a masseuse bad. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know, our buddy Ivan there with the mustache, he's a masseuse.
Oh, he is? I only like female masseuses. I only like female ones.
He used to be female.
Oh, he did, huh?
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something. If he's
Are you
got
fucking
balls,
talking about me, asshole?
We're waiting for you to get back.
Angelo, don't fucking listen to these guys.
Don't listen to that.
No, I know you're a man. I know you're a man. I know you got balls.
Ivan is a born American boy.
Yeah. Good.
He knows I have balls, Shane. See?
Angelo, you could have been in the Olympics. Now, we gave you a job and you didn't fulfill it because your biometrics were off.
Yeah, I know. Right now, Shane's been checking boxes in his scouting reports on Angelo.
Yep.
First time we asked you to do the video, you couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Then he asked you to do the video dancing with Cherie. You couldn't do it. What are we doing here, Angelo? Are you gonna step up? People want to know.
I am gonna step up. Just that lately, the weather has been making me feel down, and a lot of big things been happening. For example, I had to do the brakes on the truck. It took 2 days. The mechanic came to the house, and
did you do the brakes, or did the mechanic do the brakes?
The mechanic did the brakes, but I helped get the tools.
You were the guy he asked for it? You bring
I
it
was
to
the golfer.
Good.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't think you should probably use a scalpel if you're changing your brakes, so that wouldn't be good.
No.
No.
So how's the family, Angelo? Everybody doing good?
Yes, the family is doing great. My father's getting older, but he's still very, very good. Very good. He understands a lot of good things.
A lot of good things. What about the bad things? Does he understand those?
Sometimes, yeah, sometimes, yeah.
Does he still fancy the gentleman's club there? What was that where you recorded the video? Where were you guys there last year? You sent us that video. Remember, you walked in. It was it the Italian Legion or something like that?
Where was it, Angelo? You were going to a stag party or something.
Oh yeah. I went to a stag party. Yeah, I went to
No, not that. He went to a place with your dad. It was like
my dad?
No, with his dad. You went in, there was a bunch of guys inside sitting around drinking, talking.
Oh,
it was like
yeah.
an Italian Legion or something like that.
The American Legion, the Italian club.
Oh, Italian club, yeah. The Napoli Italian club in Norfolk.
You got to be Italian to get in?
Yes.
No, you don't have to be Italian necessarily. You just got to be a good person. That's all.
Only a good person.
See, you got to be a good person.
Well, I'm out.
Glad I
When
asked.
F. Mike makes
gone.
I'm out.
Do they play bocce ball at that place? Games out there.
No, they play soccer. They got a soccer field.
Jesus Christ, these old guys are going out playing soccer.
Well, they got
Claudio
younger
over there. Is Claudio there?
Claudio? No, Claudio's not there. No.
Okay. They make their own sauce on Sundays. What do they do?
Yeah, they do a lot of cooking. They got a kitchen, and I think it's $15 a plate. All you eat there.
Yeah.
They make some good food. Yep.
They play cards, a little setback. What do they do?
They play Texas Hold'em, setback.
Who makes better meatloaf, the Italian club or your mom?
I think the Italian club got my mother beat. Yeah.
No meatloaf.
Now, Shane, I can't wait. The countdown of you coming here is very close.
Well, yeah, you're gonna have to talk to Phil up there about that.
We could save it for after.
We have a
post-game show. There's an update.
Yeah, we'll tell you after the show. Yeah.
Okay.
But have you been to any good restaurants lately?
Where have I been? I went to Napoli Pizza.
In Connecticut.
In Wallingford, Stables Plaza. Yep.
How was that? What kind of pizza?
New and improved.
Yes, new and improved. It's good. I had a calzone. I ordered a nice calzone, and I liked their calzone.
I had my first calzone was from Napoli's Pizza, Shane, when I was like 6 years old.
Did
I
you
still remember it?
Did you wash it down with 2 cherry sodas again?
I watched. Yeah, I did. I actually did. Yes.
Dang,
you know my beverages.
See, I remember. We were watching you in the background, Angelo, and we saw you smoking, and I mentioned it, and then you tapped your cigarette out.
Oh my God! It's
Corn Planner. Angelo, have you quit smoking? How is the smoking going?
I smoke less. I'm smoke less, but I'm still not there yet. I'm still not there yet.
Angelo doesn't smoke at all. The cigarettes do, right? So that's the way that you can get out of it. The cigarettes are smoking.
You just breathe.
The cigarettes are smoking themselves. Yeah.
Yes, you just hold them.
Yeah. It's the cigarettes. It's not Angelo.
So, Angelo, here's a good question from our guy, Bob.
Bob.
If you could have dinner with any person in
comes
history,
the train shape.
Who would it be? That's at your house, Phil, or Angelo?
No, it's at Angelo's.
Oh,
the barn.
Yeah, I got a train. Here.
Do you ever sit out by the train during Christmas and think that it's Polar Express and they're going to pick you up and take you on a trip?
No, actually, you ever seen Godfather Part 2?
Oh yeah.
Remember when young Vito Corleone holds Michael?
Yeah.
And he tells Michael, "Say goodbye. Say goodbye."
Yeah.
Say goodbye.
Picture Vito Corleone waving to me in Palermo. That's just a fantasy I have. But that's what I picture. Yep.
So here's your question, Angelo, from Bob. If you could have dinner with any person in history, who would it be?
Now, dead and alive, or
Dead
just
or alive?
Dead or alive. Okay.
How about one of each? One dead, one alive.
Okay, one dead, one alive. Okay.
Penelope Cruz.
Okay, that person would be Freddie Mercury from the band.
Wow.
Wow.
Did not think you were going
Queen.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah. What would you talk to Freddie about?
Freddie, I need a couple of nice hot girls. Can you help me get him?
I'm sure I know he got him too. I think Freddie's playing for the other team, Angelo.
Yeah.
So Freddie Mercury would be.
Even though he liked men, I know he was. I think it was bisexual too. You know,
It would be easy to give him some girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. If it's, that's a different story. I thought he was just strictly into dudes. I was like, I don't know if you're gonna get.
No, he did dudes too, but I think he fooled around with some women as well too.
Okay.
Yeah.
According to the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who?
I saw the movie. I own the movie too. I own it.
That's
On
a
Blu-ray?
great movie.
Yeah.
Nice.
Probably did get fingered.
Yeah. So, all right.
Freddie got, you never saw?
Yeah.
Freddie got fingered.
Who would be your choice for somebody alive? Anybody?
Live. Well, I'm probably gonna get hated, but I would love to really meet President Donald J. Trump.
There he is.
Because
Quite
a
the
lot of
dinner
my
party.
friends say that we're a lot alike. You know, we think alike.
Nice.
But in a good way, though. In a good way.
I'm thinking of the dinner party with Angelo, Freddie Mercury, and Donald Trump.
I think it'd be a very nice party.
Where do you think you guys?
Oh my fucking God! Your lunch with Larry.
Throw him in there. Throw him in there.
With
He
Larry
was on
Bird.
Hard Knocks as well.
Yeah,
Didn't see him.
I did. I got to talk to
Did you
Larry.
yell
again.
him again? You
Yeah.
talk to him?
Yeah, he
Said
came
Larry.
over.
You didn't tell me this.
Yeah, he came over, gave me the fist bump, and he gave Riley. Well, he gave one to me and gave one to Riley.
What?
Chicago Bears bracelet.
Yeah.
You know, the rubber bracelets, and then there was a kid next to me. I gave him mine so he could have one. So he was cool. But yeah, he was gracious. Still no autograph.
Then let me do what I had to do.
Yes. Lunch with Larry came
Yeah.
through, Shane.
Yeah. So
He likes
Angelo,
you more than me.
what do you think that you would eat at that dinner? What would you order?
A calzone.
Order
36
a beautiful.
weeks.
No, I would order. I know President Donald J. Trump likes steak. He also
Yeah.
had a steak company, which I think went out of business. I ordered a nice steak with lobster.
Nice. Can't go wrong with a little surf and turf, huh?
Surf and turf. Yeah.
Yeah.
Surf and turf.
Angelo, that definitely looked like you were smoking there when the smoke comes out of your nose. That wasn't just a cigarette smoking.
Thought he could sneak it by you, Shane.
Yeah.
Oh, Eagle Eye Shane. That's what we call
Yeah, see?
Eagle Eye Shane.
Doesn't miss anything. Did you happen to watch the game on NFL Network? Bears versus Bills this past weekend, Angelo.
No, I did not. But as I was watching CNN, I watched a lot of CNN. I saw they're making a show on the Bears camp.
Yeah,
that's right. Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
Angelo, can you add, if you added one more person, right? It has to be a pro wrestler, right? That doesn't matter what era.
Oh, okay.
Who would it be?
Andre the Giant.
Yes.
Andre the
I would love to
Giant.
drink beer with Andre the Giant. Andre the Giant, in order to get drunk, he had to drink 36 beers.
36, Shane.
Yeah.
Did you watch
I'm
his?
sorry. That's just to get a buzz. Not
A
even
buzz.
get drunk.
This guy, Angelo, Donald J. Trump, Freddie Mercury, and
Andre the Giant.
Giant with Angelo at his final supper.
Yeah.
There it is. His meal with lunch with Larry. Larry was covering it.
I would have went with the Macho Man.
Nope.
Definitely would have went with the Macho Man.
Ivan would have went with the Macho Man.
At the rally, at Donald Trump's rally, we would be playing Freddie Mercury's song, "We Are the Champions, my friend."
I love all.
Angelo, I have a picture of Andre the Giant's hand holding a beer can. You want to see what it looks like?
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. Wow.
Holy shit.
That's
so, man, I fucked up, but
How does mine compare? Not.
No, not close.
Oh my own Angelo. Angelo Joe Marino on with us tonight.
That's right.
Before we wrap up tonight, I want to shout out our
look at
guys.
those.
Look at this.
Angelo, do you play cornhole?
Do you play cornhole?
I played cornhole before, yeah.
Are you good?
Okay.
According to Phil, he's undefeated.
Undefeated.
Never been beat.
Never been beat. Are you gonna try to play me?
I'll play you. Yeah.
There you go. Do you have a partner or you just want to play one-on-one?
Play one-on-one.
Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I have to cover it, Shane.
Yeah.
You guys play. I'll do the play-by-play.
I will do it live.
You know
over
who's
here.
singing at the halftime show, Angelo?
Who?
Freddie Mercury.
Oh.
I got to shout out fanbags.com, Fanbags Cornhole. My guy Brian Potter did an amazing job. I mean, look at this board, bro. It doesn't even do it serve justice in the picture. The feel of the thing, Shane, is outrageous. It's so heavy.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
I know. Can I get that same design?
Yes, you could
Okay.
reach out. I could reach out to him. Or
Yeah,
you-
I'll definitely order it. I want that. Yeah, that's dope. Like that's dope.
I told Phil the same thing today. I'm gonna have to hit him up.
Just go to fanbagscornhole.com. www.fanbagscornhole.com. And or Brian Potter, I'll connect them to you both, Shane and Ivan and anybody else. An amazing job. He should be playing We Are the Champions. Just like Angelo's train horn there. Perfect timing there.
I don't know how many trains go by here, but there's a lot of trains going by tonight.
Angelo's favorite ice cream. What do you think, Shane? If you had to guess.
Mint chocolate. I think he's a mint chocolate chip, or he's gonna be he's not gonna be crazy like you and pick fucking pistachio.
All right, Ivan, you got a choice for him? Don't
I
say
can see.
anything.
I can see Angelo being like a maple walnut fan for some reason.
No.
We're talking about ice cream.
Don't tell him. Don't tell him, Angelo.
No, I won't tell him.
Ice cream.
We should have a game like these questions, and Angelo has to write the answers down. We bet what Angelo would like: Jennifer Lopez or Penelope Cruz. What's his
Oprah
favorite ice
Winfrey or
cream?
B. Arthur.
Yeah.
Actually, Angelo,
favorite?
if you had to hook up with one, who would you pick? Oprah Winfrey or B. Arthur from the Golden Girls?
Ooh, B. Arthur.
Oh, who's that now? The person that played in the Golden Girls. Who was that?
What was her name on there? Somebody
What
in
was
the
her
chat will
name?
have it. Dorothy.
Was
Dorothy?
It? Yeah, Dorothy, the tall one.
Oh no, not that one. No.
So you that's the point. It's got to be hard.
I thought it was Blanche. I always like
Blanche.
Blanche.
He's going with Blanche Devereaux because Angelo's he wants the dirty girl.
Yeah.
But if you had to choose between Oprah or Dorothy, who would it be?
Oprah.
Oprah. Okay.
There it is. Not B. Arthur.
No.
Michelle's laughing at the B. Arthur. B. Arthur.
Cam Anderson or Carmen
Electra.
But they both
Oh,
have a
Jesus, El Sancho.
Well, you know what, guys? Guess what? That's a really good one. I already know the answer to that one. It's Carmen Electra.
They had a yeast
There he
infection,
is.
dude.
Yeah.
He's on a roll.
Ivan, you fucking plow right through, man.
Knock it off. Just brush it off. It's like a burnt steak. You just brush off a
spray a
little
little
bit.
smoke on that from your nose, and it'll clear right out.
Yeah.
Fine.
Oh my God. Angelo, what was your favorite sitcom growing up? Your favorite TV sitcom growing up?
Okay, my favorite sitcom was Full House.
There it is.
Yeah.
Ivan would have been right.
Did you cry when Bob Saget died?
No, I did not cry. I laughed.
You laughed when he died?
Yeah, because he was a funny guy. You know, I didn't know him very well, but
did you know him at all?
Sad. I felt sad. I felt sad, but I laughed because he was on the funniest videos.
Yeah, America's Funniest Home Videos.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He was the host. Bob Saget.
Yeah.
All right, Angelo, what was your favorite ice cream?
Yeah, what was it?
Believe it or not, my favorite ice cream right now is Haagen-Dazs coffee flavor.
Wow.
Which is $9 a pint. That's expensive ice cream.
Yeah.
Not as expensive
But it's so
as
good.
cigarettes, but
yeah. How many cigarettes a day do you think you're smoking?
I used to smoke 1 pack. Now I smoke almost half.
That's better.
Then let me do what I had to do.
I have
Progress.
a feeling that you still smoke a pack. What do you think?
Well, okay, I'm gonna tell that the truth. Today I did smoke a pack because the mechanic was driving me nuts because he was saying, "Yeah, where's that socket? The 15-inch, the 15 millimeter." I said, "Nick, it's all here, man. What do you want me to do? What do you do with all the sockets? You know?"
Yeah.
So I was smoking. I got a little nervous.
you get nervous, huh?
Mr. White wants to know your favorite Saturday morning cartoon as a kid.
Ooh.
Oh my goodness. I already know that off the top of my head. The Real Ghostbusters.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh my goodness. I couldn't get enough.
He loved the Ghostbusters. Slimer.
Ghostbusters, man. Wow.
Dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun.
Have you seen the new Ghostbusters movies?
I saw them. I'm
Coming on
happy with
Netflix.
them. I believe the audience, what they want to see, they want to see a renaissance of a new adult Ghostbusters, and I think that's what they want to see. Now these kid Ghostbusters, I'm not buying it. You know, I want to see some adult Ghostbusters, which I think in the future they're gonna come out with a couple or more. They're gonna come out with a couple or more.
Angelo's movie.
I'm with Frank on the very underrated Inspector Gadget. That was always a good one.
Yeah.
Was that a Saturday morning? That was more of a weekday. Inspector Gadget. I loved it though.
Gadget.
I like Dungeons and Dragons on Saturday morning. You remember
Angelo, did you have Castle Grayskull as a kid?
I have the power.
I had the bed sheets. I don't know where they are now, but I used to have He-Man bed sheets. And you know, sometimes when you wake up in the middle of the night,
yeah,
I used to love looking at all the bed sheet characters of all the He-Man characters to make me happy. And it was magical, like as if they were protecting me from bad demons, you know?
Yeah, from your cousin Angelo.
Yeah, you gotta watch him.
Yeah.
He-Man
That guy.
and the Masters of the Universe.
That's right.
He-Man. They're coming out with a He-Man movie again.
I saw
Angelo.
some thrillers, some trailers, but they were not real though. I don't know if they're making
Oh,
them.
it's fake.
Yeah.
That's disappointing. We should have Michelle on, have her come on with Angelo, and have her ask some questions of Angelo.
Now, who's Michelle?
Michelle's one of our big fans, big followers.
All
big
right.
supporters.
She's also a professional masseuse.
Oh my God! And where does she live? Where does she live?
Tallahassee, Florida.
Yeah.
Wow. I could have picked a better place. That's a great place to live.
Yep.
Tallahassee. They shake their toe feathers there too. They shake their toe feathers.
They shake their tail feathers there.
Yeah. I think
Angelo
Halle
goes-
Berry.
Angelo
Halle
goes
Berry
goes
is
to
from
Florida. He's
Florida.
like, fuck Disney. Where's the strip clubs, bro?
That's right. Yeah, down south, a lot of beautiful women.
Beautiful.
Well,
I
hey,
love when he goes, they had a beautiful calzone.
Yeah. What'd you get in your calzone?
I got ham, tomato, onion, and mozzarella.
Why'd you go with tomato?
I don't know. I just love the texture with the ricotta and the tomato. When they blend and it goes in your mouth, it has a beautiful taste to it.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Beautiful taste.
It's very beautiful.
Yeah.
He-Man. What was your favorite? Who's your character on He-Man?
My favorite character is He-Man. He-Man himself.
If they made a He-Man movie, what character would you like to play in the movie? Says Bob.
Man at Arms, right?
He-Man. I would like to play He-Man.
There you go. He's the
Actually,
star.
there was a movie, Dorf, the guy that played Rocky, the tall Russian guy.
Drago, yeah.
Drago. He played He-Man. They made a movie in the 80s,
That
which
was
I
one of
saw
the
on
worst
YouTube for
Dolph
free.
Lundgren
movies ever made.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's in the Rotten Tomatoes worst, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Bad reviews on that.
Mm-hmm.
Conan the Barbarian. Did you watch? You're a big Schwarzenegger fan.
Yes, I am. Yep.
What's your favorite Terminator movie?
My favorite Terminator movie is Terminator Part 2, Judgment.
Yes, that's a great choice. Let me ask you this. Can you say, I have the power?
Yes.
Go ahead.
I have the power.
See, he sold it.
There it is.
That was very good.
Bob was right. Give Bob wanted you to see that. Angelo Joseph Marino.
Yes.
Connecticut.
How's
On
the mini
show,
bike?
The mini bike?
I don't use the old one anymore. I use the new one. But like I said, I've been busy with helping my father around. And what was you saying? Oh, economical, my friend. Okay.
There it is. The
That's
new
a nice shirt.
t-shirt. All the proceeds go to Angelo.
That's a very nice shirt. I like that shirt.
We got to get it for you.
Yeah.
Now, can we
I
send you
haven't been on the mini bike a lot, but my father told me I can't go on the streets of Wallingford no more. He told me if I cause a big accident, it'd be a lot of hell because they're illegal. Mini bikes are illegal on the street.
Yes.
Yeah.
We got to send Angelo to a Mexican restaurant with a sombrero and have him sing with a live mariachi band. That is my goal, Shane.
Do you play any instruments?
Sing in Italian though.
I can sing in Italian. Yeah.
Do you play any instruments?
When I was in middle school, I played the saxophone.
Can you still do it?
No, I forgot. Just like Ferris Bueller. Remember Ferris Bueller played the flu a little bit?
Yeah.
I think I like him too.
Mike from earlier is a big Cub Scouts fan. Did you eat any brownies when you were in middle school?
I did Boy Scouts too, and I got the the arrow of light. That I reached all the way to the arrow of light.
Nice.
The arrow.
Yeah.
The arrow of light.
That's when you become an Eagle Scout.
Oh, you made it to an Eagle Scout?
No, I
Wow.
got the arrow of light, which symbolized you can become an Eagle Scout, but I never became an Eagle Scout.
How many badges did you obtain?
Several. I got several badges, but I forgot how many exactly.
Let's just guess. Was it over 20?
Maybe 10? 10. Not
Did
too
you
many.
ever-
10.
Did
10.
you ever race in the Pinewood Derby?
I was just gonna
Yes, I
ask
did.
you.
Yeah. I
What
did.
place? What place did you come in?
I always got last place because I
Phil,
spray
we
painted-
didn't need to win. We were there for fun.
Everyone
No,
got an
I spray
award.
painted the hell of my car, wooden car, so it would get stuck as I was going down the track.
You
You know?
painted the wheels too much.
I painted the whole thing. I spray painted it too much, so it got sticky.
Oh,
And they were looking at me in disgust. What kind of vehicle did you bring to the Derby? I said, guys, I'm sorry. But they let me bring it in.
Favorite Girl Scout cookie?
It has to do something with the mint. Chocolate
Thin mint?
mint. Chocolate
Thin-
mint.
Thin
Yeah,
mint?
Thin Mint.
Thin
right?
mint?
Yeah.
Is
What's
it? You know
a mint
who's
cookie?
You want to know whose favorite cookie those are?
Who?
Cars.
Cars
yeah?
loves those.
Yep.
Freezes them in the fridge.
They're awesome.
Yeah, he does. He hides them around his house so his kid he doesn't want to share with his daughters.
Oh no.
Kind of mean, but yeah, that's what he does.
Were you able to obtain the knot tying badge?
I don't remember that one. I'm not
Okay,
sure of
good.
that one.
Okay, he's off the list of possible murderers in Wallingford.
Did they ever catch the Wallingford Strangler?
Wallingford Strangler. He is not a suspect anymore. What was your scout troop? What number was it? Do you remember?
69.
Scout-
54. 69.
54, Shane.
Yeah.
Brian Urlacher.
Urlacher, yeah, Urlacher.
Urlacher. Look at
Yeah.
you. It's troop 54.
Did you go on the overnight?
No, but we went to go camping at Deer Lake, which was a lot of fun.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a scary place.
Yeah.
Did you stay the night?
Yes, we did in our tent.
Did they tell ghost stories?
I don't remember. I don't remember that part.
He's,
We were
Angela
scared of
would've
it.
called-
We were
there was
scared
no
of the
cell
tent.
phones back then.
My father brought a big knife, like Rambo, though.
You-
My father brought a big knife just in case we get attacked.
Angela slept with it under his pillow.
No, my father had it. My father.
Oh, he
Yeah,
was
yeah.
at the scout camp too?
No, well, I couldn't go by myself, Phil. It's not like I could
Yeah.
drive.
I
You
thought
gotta be
you
with a
knew.
parent.
You went with the crew. Your parents dropped you off, and that's it.
No. My father came too. Parents had to come too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. He was ready. He was prepared for the Sasquatch.
Yes.
Bigfoot showed up.
Mhm.
Wasn't playing. The Hatchet Man. That was the story we told. The Hatchet
Oh.
Man.
You did Boy Scouts too, Phil?
No, but I took campers and I would tell ghost stories. And that was the story, the Hatchet Man. And I set it up in the tree, like beforehand, so no one could see it. But when I told the story, the light would flash over there.
Oh.
And like the kids would get fucking scared as shit, Angelo. They wanted
Yeah.
to call their mom and go home.
Wow.
And I had the creepy laugh. I recorded it, put it on a cassette player in the woods.
Oh. They already are selling Halloween stuff at stores.
Oh, Angelo, it's that time. Halloween's already, they're selling it already, huh? Spirit.
Yeah. It's not even September.
I know,
I would,
bro.
I would think that, mid-September, but wow.
Jeez. Well, we've done it all. My voice is getting worse and worse. I'm a little hoarse, Angelo.
You gotta make some nice hot tea with nice lemon and honey.
That's what I told. I yelled to my wife, listen, make me some tea with honey and lemon. Or get out of here.
And if you want to put some really good stuff, put some ginger. Ginger will clean that throat out really good.
Jesus, I wish I had some ginger root. You got any? You grow any of that in your garden?
No.
Well, Shane, we've done it all. We're going to get you ready for Bears versus Bengals. Tomorrow's a joint practice. I guess weather permitting, Ivan. It's supposed to rain out there?
Yeah, supposedly it's supposed to rain prior to the practice, like overnight. And I don't know.
So
I don't know what's
maybe they might have it.
Maybe I don't know what they're gonna do. Maybe they bring it inside. Who knows?
Yeah, but I think it was Greg saying that it's not real conducive inside for both teams to.
It says about 75% tomorrow. That's in Chicago. Actually, I could just go switch over to. About 73. I mean, it doesn't. In this area, it doesn't really have rain, so who knows? Maybe it'll hold up, but it's showing in the area that there's possibility for storms.
Well, we will have it covered, and we'll be on Bears Hour Live post-game Bengals Bears. If you're a patron, hopefully we will get to some exclusive analysis, almost like you saw tonight. Shane putting the Caleb Williams third down play up there. Want to take a couple looks at some things, show you some insight now that the NFL Game Pass is giving you preseason coaches tape for the first time. So we'll get into that and obviously talk a lot about the next game. Will Caleb Williams play, Shane? What's
my guess? My guess. I don't think they're going to play him.
So play him a couple series and then not play him. Don't play him. Play him a couple series. Don't play him. That's what you think?
That's
I would
the Bears'
hope
way.
that they go the starters and play, even if the Bengals don't. Just continue on your process. But we will see. Angelo, are you going to be watching the new Alien movie? Corn Planter wanted to know.
Yes, I am, and I'm very excited about it. I think it's going to be really good.
You're going to be the first one there.
I will be, yeah.
I loved Prometheus. I don't know if I can. Crooms was over here with the puppy the other day, and he was talking how excited, but I'm like, how many aliens? It's like the same thing, no? Am I wrong?
You know what it is? People love it. People love getting scared, and you're all the way in space, and you know what they say? when you scream, no one can hear you in space. That's their advertisement for the movie, you know?
It's like the same Alien, Shane. Do you watch the Alien movies, Shane, or no?
I've seen some.
The ones with the, what was her name? What's the actress?
Sigourney Weaver.
Sigourney Weaver. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, enough is enough. I mean, you knocked them out with the fucking robotic, whatever that was, and then I don't get the alien thing, and I'm a big sci-fi thing, but I love Prometheus.
Prometheus, and what about Alien Covenant was pretty good too.
Nope.
Phil hated it.
Yeah, I don't think I saw the Covenant.
Yeah, that was a good one too.
We'll see.
What's up, everybody? This is NFL Network's Adam Ray.
This is only Fruit.
This is Matt Waldman.
This is Chris Zork from your Chicago Bear.
I'm Deion Miller.
Dan Weeder.
Hey, man, it's Rashad Whitfield.
I'm Courtney Cronin.
Hey, this is David Kaplan. Listen to me. You want to learn football? Listen to my guys, Phil and Shane.
Shane and Phil. Shane and Phil. Oh, Phil.
On the Tape Never Lies Network.
On the Tape Never Lies Network.
Tape Never Lies Network.
The Tape Never Lies Network.
Tape Never Lies Network. Home of the greatest Chicago Bears fans on earth.